Hello and welcome to Time of Table with Jesse and Daniel. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Jesse.
And today's topic is...
Today we're talking about Christmas, and we're talking about taking away Christmas from children. Is it okay or not?
We'll find out.
We'll find out today. So this is also a post on Reddit on Am I the Asshole? And unfortunately, this post has been deleted by the moderators since it was posted. I did not screenshot the post, so I will just have to, from what I remember, give you a summary of what happened. The title is still available. It's Am I the Asshole for taking away my children's Christmas after they caused my nanny to quit? So, quick summary of the situation is that there's this family with 5 or 6 kids, so a lot of kids. And they have a nanny who lives with them, or used to live with them, who would take care of the day-to-day things with the children. And the children were well behaved. They weren't problem children, if you will. They did have sometimes bad days, but like, who doesn't have bad days? And what child doesn't have a tough time every once in a while? Apart from that, they were well behaved and not very hard to be with. But there were a few instances where the nanny would have a very hard time being with the children and would take this up with the father. And once this happened the first time, and the father didn't think this was okay, so the children were not behaving very well, were demanding things of the nanny, and didn't say please or thank you when they got something from the nanny. They were acting towards the nanny like he or she was a maid. And the father didn't take lightly, and he talked to the children and said that this isn't okay. This kind of behavior isn't what we're all about. And the children cried and told the dad that it was going to be over. This was the last time. They weren't going to do anything like this again. Well, lo and behold, they did. And he sat them down again, was a little bit fed up probably at this point, because the nanny wasn't very happy with this. So now he said that he would take away their Christmas if they did not behave. So he was now threatening the children so that they would behave towards the nanny. It didn't take long, and the children were at it again, behaving badly, and making the nanny have a bad time. So the nanny quit, and the father is now wants to take away the Christmas from the children, because he told them that we will not celebrate Christmas unless you behave, and they didn't. So now he thinks that there should be consequences to their actions. The mother thinks that the father is overreacting, and thinks that they should definitely celebrate Christmas, because I remember it was a huge part of my life, celebrating Christmas. You wait once Christmas time was around, that was the only thing you could think about. Mm. And after New Year's, you were just waiting for your birthday, and after your birthday, you waited for Christmas again. Right? That was what I was.
Yeah, well,
or summer. I waited for summer.
Yeah.
And then my birthday, then Christmas. Summer, birthday, Christmas. Those were the 3 big times.
It's I think that's for every child.
Yeah.
Those 3 big things.
3 big things, yeah. So Christmas is a huge thing for any child. And to take that away from a child, I understand the mother feels that is that might feel like an overreaction to the mother. But I don't know. What do you think? Is the father? Is it okay for him to take away Christmas, or should they celebrate Christmas anyway?
Well, I come from pretty much an old school background when it comes to parenting. Or my dad is and was pretty like old school when it comes to how he raised his kids and me. So I think that yes, he should take away, or not like take away the Christmas, like of course, because the mother didn't do anything. Don't punish the mother and your wife here.
Yeah.
And obviously they should celebrate Christmas, because it's like Christmas is more like than just presents, or it should be. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, true.
what I would do, I would not like give any presents to these kids. Teach them a
No
lesson.
Christmas gift.
No Christmas gifts. Teach them some kind of a lesson, because this father, as you said, he gave a fair warning multiple times, and they didn't learn. And what I've understood is that, I don't know how old these kids were, but when children are around 3 or 5 years old, it's like human nature for them to like try to push
The limits.
Yeah, push
test
the
the limits.
Yeah.
How far can you push
Yeah.
it? How far can you go?
So you have to like teach them that there are limits to what you can and can't do. Not like show them their place. I'm not talking about that. I'm not like at all in favor of that. But you have to teach. That's like the responsibility of a parent, to teach your kids how to behave in a society, and like, teach that
Yeah.
there are like,
Part of me thinks that the father is doing the right thing by taking away, or quote unquote taking away Christmas. Like you said, they should at least do something, like eat together, do something together, as to not celebrate the Christmas at all, because it's very important. I think traditions are very important for children also. So taking away a tradition is not totally right. But when the part of me that thinks that the father is doing the right thing is, like you said, there should be consequences to your actions, and you need to teach this to your children. We're not fathers, we're not parents yet, so take this with a grain of salt. But this is from our own experience and my own experience from being a child and remembering how I was brought up. And I remember I did not learn from my mistakes if there was no consequences. If there was consequences, I would have to really think about what I did and why I am in this situation where I have to pay for those actions. Not in money, but whatever. So I think the father is doing the right thing by showing the children that there are consequences to your actions if you don't listen, and if you don't do as you're told by your parents, and later in life by your employer and the law. But the part of me that thinks he's going a little bit too far is like a comment pointed out in the comments, that he took this up with the children twice, and then the third time he said that he's taking away, or he's actually gonna take away Christmas from them. The comment pointed out that the father could have done more to prevent this from happening, and I feel like, yes, this is an extreme action, or kind of an extreme action that could have been prevented by maybe better parenting earlier on. But assuming that the parenting was okay, and they did everything they could, and the children still did not listen and wanted to rebel, then I feel like taking away Christmas gifts is the right action.
Because the gift is like what every child wants.
That is, yes, that's the big part.
No child cares about the food or anything else that comes with Christmas. It's always the gifts. So that's a pretty good threat, or to threat children with no gifts.
No gifts. Yeah. No. I remember when you said that. I remember that when I didn't behave, my mom would, because I was huge into video games, and if I didn't behave, my mom would take the keyboard with her when she went to work, and bring it back when she came home. And even then I wasn't allowed to use it for whatever period of time. And I remember I got so annoyed and pissed when the keyboard was gone, because that meant I couldn't do anything. I couldn't play games. So I had to do whatever else, read or go outside and play. I could still go outside and play because my mom thought that was good for any child to be allowed to do that. So I was allowed to go outside and play or do homework. And of course I went outside most of the time. But that made me rethink my actions when I had to pay for what I had done. And I think
that's a nice way to punish a child, take something away that he really likes, but just take a part of it away so that he can still see the thing, but he knows that he can't
it's so
play
tempting,
it.
but you can't do it.
Yeah, it's like it's in your grasp, but you can't do nothing with it.
No, I know.
And that's a nice nice way.
Yeah.
I remember my father used to we have this wireless internet at home, and he took some cable out of it and took it with him, so that we couldn't use the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So
kind of the same thing.
Because it's easier also to take a cable, just the cable away than the whole thing.
Yeah. So that's my take on this. I can't say I would have done anything different because I don't know the situation and I am not a parent yet myself. But I think having the kids pay for or having the kids experience consequences to their actions is very important. I feel like you said, that may be a little bit conservative.
Yeah, well.
But
then again, there's the other way you can be and teach your kids that there are no limits. And I guess that you met when you were a child, you knew some kid that was
had no
been raised up like this and had no knowledge of what a limit is. I mean, nobody liked those kids.
Yeah. I would say those people are today very, what is the word for it? They're
pain in the ass.
A pain in the ass. I can't think of the word right now, but they're the kind of people who think they can do whatever and behave however they want to towards whomever, and not have to pay for their actions, and they don't have to experience any backlash. And if they do experience backlash, they will blame the other person and say that they're in the wrong, while they themselves behaved in a way that got them there. But they don't see that because they've never had to. They've never they haven't experienced this in their childhood.
And I don't think that being like a conservative parent in a way that this father is now trying to be is a bad thing at all, because I think that the science also like backs up that you have to like punish your
You have to
punish your
set
kids.
limits. You have to set limits. What if the father is talking about actually canceling Christmas altogether?
Yeah, because I started to think that about, that what does he mean by canceling? Is it like he will throw out the Christmas tree and like everything is like there's no Christmas this year? Or is it like with that he will not give any gifts to them? Or is it like that he will put the kids in their room and he and his wife
celebrate Christmas.
will celebrate Christmas like loudly. Oh, this is so good! Oh, look what you got me! And
That's torture. What if he's talking about actually canceling Christmas altogether?
Yeah,
Do you
for
think
everybody.
For everybody,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think of that?
No, that, as I said in the beginning, I don't think that's not fun for anyone. Not for him, not for his wife, and
It's not fun, but certainly not funny. Yeah.
yeah, or it would be really funny, but it's not like
I would not laugh if I was his child.
No, but if you were the father, you would laugh a little bit.
Yeah, watching the world burn
Yeah.
kind of way. Yeah.
Watching your kids suffer and
Yeah, but then they will resent you for the rest of their days. So
no, I don't
know how
I don't
funny
think
that.
so. I don't think so. But if something like this would happen, well, do you resent your mother for doing what she did with the keyboard?
No, but she didn't cancel Christmas.
She didn't cancel the whole video game industry.
No, she didn't. She didn't do that. She was kind enough to let the industry alone.
Yeah.
Leave the industry alone. She just took the keyboard away.
Yeah, but taking the keyboard away is like the same thing as taking the present, just the gifts away.
Right.
So
So taking
the
the
kids
gifts, taking
would
the
not
gifts
resent
away,
them.
taking the gifts away, or you could even like take the gifts away and give them on Easter. Wait till Easter and give them then.
Yeah,
Like,
that would also be like a good.
because then the kids would have to feel like they did something wrong, and they would have to really think about their actions and their behavior, but then have the relief on Easter. That's long enough.
Yeah.
Have the
A
relief
time,
that dad isn't horrible after all.
Yeah.
Like he still cares and he just wants
Yeah.
what's best for us.
Yeah.
Of course, that's hard to understand when you're a child, but as you grow up, or as the kids grow up,
They will appreciate it.
they will appreciate it. I feel like that might be what I would have done if I was the father today.
Yeah.
Today, that's what I would have done. Take the
A millennial father would do.
Yeah. I would have taken the Christmas gifts away and given them on Easter.
Yeah.
I thought New Year's, but that's not long enough. I feel that.
So a conservative father would just put their kids sitting and he would burn the presents in front of them. But a millennial father would do as you do.
A boomer would do that.
Yeah, that's something that my father would have done.
That's such
no,
a
no, no.
That's such a boomer thing.
Yeah.
No.
But do you remember when you were a child? At least when I was a child, my parents still would say that, or they would say this thing that if you don't behave, you would get just some sticks as a Christmas present.
What?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't have it. No, I think that it's like
Risuja.
Yeah, risuja. What's
Okay,
like
yeah, like sticks,
yeah,
yeah.
sticks or some. Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah, I don't. It's like some tradition in, or at least when my mother was young, that parents would like threaten their children with, like, if you don't behave, you will get like sticks,
As a gift.
As a gift.
No, I don't. I've never heard of this.
Oh, and my mother actually has told me that one Christmas she actually got sticks as a gift. So that's like,
wow, really?
Yeah. And I'm not even kidding. This is like, I think it's like a saying in Finland, a normal saying that you will get like sticks as a present if you don't behave.
Funny that I've never heard of this.
Oh, it's something that my family only does.
But maybe it's...
But I remember reading it also, that we have like this in Finland, if we look back like 100 years or something, we have like this old school Santa Claus who's like nothing like the Coca-Cola Santa Claus or the Santa Claus that is nowadays. This Santa Claus, and I think in Germany they also have like, they don't have Santa Claus, they have some...
Okay, I might get a lot of hate in the comments for this, but I think Germany or Austria, one of them have this
saint,
but
Saint
then there
Nicholas
is this
or something.
But then there is this this Christmas demon.
Yeah, it's
Christmas
some,
monster or something.
Yeah, it's some kind of Christmas demon who has like horns and everything.
And he will come get you if you've been bad, something like that.
Yeah.
I can't recall fully, but I remember reading about something like this and seeing videos about it. And the demon, I gotta say, that would have given me nightmares for sure if I saw that as a child.
Yeah, but in Austria or Germany they have this demon who
so we have not the demon here in Finland, but we have something very different
and we
from
don't
Santa.
Or it is like Santa, but it's like more scary version of him.
Right.
And he will give you. I mean, nowadays we don't have it, but like.
Right, because the Coca-Cola Santa, correct me if I'm wrong, is based on our version of Santa.
Yeah, I mean Coca-Cola
took that version and made him...
Yeah, because Santa Claus lives in Finland.
He lives in Lapland, Finland.
In Lapland.
Yes.
So it's like some kind of Finnish invention, this Santa Claus. But Coca-Cola made it like more like... Kind and like...
He made him a marketable
Yeah, if you put
character.
the original Finnish Santa Claus in a bottle or something.
In a bottle.
In a bottle. Or slap his face on top of a bottle. Nobody would
sell. No, nobody would buy that.
Yeah, so yeah. But I remember reading that it's like that the Santa Claus is like a Finnish invention, but Coca-Cola made it like this red and with long beard and everything.
Jolly old guy.
Yeah. But the original Santa Claus is like, he will give you sticks if you don't. If you have behaved badly.
That's interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I've actually seen pictures of this. I don't know if this is a tradition, but I saw this article and pictures of the Finnish Santa meeting the Russian Santa. And from what I remember, one of the differences between our Santa and the Russian Santa is that...
That's the Finnish. I mean, we can post this picture on our video then.
Yeah, we can show it on the video.
But I'm showing right now to Jesse this picture. It's like, it's also a demon. We have, I mean, the original Santa Claus is some kind of a goat who has big...
Christmas goat.
Yeah, but he's like more like...
Now I'm really confused. I'm really confused because I thought the traditional Finnish Santa looked like the Coca-Cola Santa, but not as kind, if you will. And like I was saying, I saw this picture once, or this article about the Finnish Santa meeting the Russian Santa, and one of the differences were the color. So the Russian one has green clothes.
Yeah,
and
but
the Finnish
Russians don't celebrate Christmas 24th December, if I'm not mistaken. I think that their Christmas is somewhere like in January or something. Mm-hmm. I can be wrong, but that's what I remember reading somewhere. That they have like they don't celebrate. And like, and the Finnish Santa Claus is like based on, because when I
The
read,
Orthodox Christmas is on the 7th of January.
yeah, so
I did not know that. The more I know.
And did you also know that the 24th of Christmas, or the day we celebrate Christmas, is actually a pagan day? I mean, Jesus, we celebrate it as the birth of Jesus. That's like Christmas. But I remember reading that when like the church or Christianity tried to like make or spread the Christianity, we had in Finland like pagan like religions, and a lot of the dates that are like celebrated in Christianity are actually pagan dates, because like I think that the midsummer is actually a pagan, originally a pagan like celebration, but
Yeah.
Christianity came and realized that that they already celebrate like some dates on a year, so we just gonna make those dates like Christian related somehow.
All right. I am super confused. This is uncharted territory for me.
Yeah.
I've never dug deeper into this subject.
We should do a Christmas episode where we talk about this. And if you are from Germany or Austria, leave a comment about
tell us more.
freaking demon that
the
grabs
demon,
children.
The Christmas demon.
I have to Google
I
its name.
googled real quick Russian Santa and his Father Christmas, and he actually has blue clothes. I thought green, but green is something else, some other country.
Oh.
But blue clothes. I will show the picture on the video, but maybe you can see it from there.
Oh, he looks.
Nothing.
He looks like a.
He looks like nothing. He looks nothing like the.
No, he looks like
Coca-Cola one.
If a Coca-Cola Santa Claus was on steroids or something. Or he's like the superhero version of.
And he got into magic.
Well, isn't like
he became a wizard.
Yeah. He became a wizard. It looks like the Coca-Cola Santa Claus watched all the Harry Potters.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And now he's like just.
Yeah. That's cool though. He looks cool. That's on another level. I have to say.
It's called Krampus. Krampus is the demon.
Krampus.
I think there's a scary movie about Krampus. I think I've seen it.
We'll post a picture of this too.
Yeah.
That is nightmare material,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
So I don't know, but if you're from Austria, please tell us that. I would assume that Austrian kids behave.
Me too.
Nobody's gonna mess with that guy. If I was like
That's terrifying.
If I was a 5-year-old and my father would come and tell me that if you don't behave, this guy will come and grab you, I would have shit my pants and behave.
At the minimum.
Yeah. I would behave for the rest of my life if I was thought.
Yeah, me too.
Thought that guy comes and grabs me.
Oh my lord.
But it's also like nice tradition that tradition is like still alive there.
Yeah, it is.
Even though it's a really scary tradition, it's like it's pretty beautiful that they have like this tradition still there.
Yeah. It's very easy to become blind and think that the Christmas tradition that you have at home or in your country is like it's the only one you know. So there's nothing to compare it to other than movies where you see the American way of celebrating Christmas, which from how we celebrate Christmas in my family is, I mean, it's close to that. But other than we don't, like, I know that in the US, you open your presents the day after.
Yeah. In the
On
morning.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We open on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy about that because as
Yeah,
a
it
child,
would
I
be-
know it would be painful
Yeah.
to wait until
Yeah.
the next morning. So painful. And that's, but we have the same looking Santa, the Coca-Cola one.
Yeah.
And then we have a Christmas tree.
Well, you can go to Lapland and there's that guy. He's
Yeah,
the
he's there.
Coca-Cola Santa is there.
He's at
Or-
least 300 years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we could do an episode on all the different, or not all the different. That would be
No,
a
but
long
what-
episode,
yeah.
but different ones from Europe and maybe
Yeah.
compare them to the U.S. tradition.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the U.S. tradition of celebrating Christmas is one that is portrayed a lot in media, so it's easy for everyone to.
Well, I'm glad that we celebrate the US style. I wouldn't like to celebrate the old school Finnish Christmas, where a guy comes with sticks and gives you sticks, and an Austrian version where
you have a
get to-
demon come.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I'm happy with that fat old
Jolly guy.
jolly guy, obese.
And we don't, at least we don't, or we didn't used to put out biscuits and.
No, I mean, I don't think that's a Finnish tradition.
No,
We don't-
that's not Finnish
yeah, no.
either.
We don't
do
give
that.
anything to.
I know it's a lot of families give alcohol to the Santa when he comes. So the Santa will come, knock on your door, and bring the bag of gifts.
Yeah, because there's like a business here in Finland. I don't know if the States have this, but it's like the tradition is that the Santa comes on Christmas Eve and gives the presents.
Yeah.
But in States, he's like sneaks from the
Right.
chimney
yes.
and puts them. But in Finland, we actually wait for the Santa to come.
So okay, scratch that. Our tradition is quite different from
Yeah.
the US one, but we have the same looking Santa. We have the same traditions of the gifts.
We
and
will
all
do
this.
an episode about this.
We will do an
It's
episode
actually
about that.
Nice to talk about.
So just scratch that. That was wrong. That was an example. We don't give the Santa anything. We don't leave biscuits for him or cookies
No.
at night when he comes and gives or delivers the gifts. But when he comes on Christmas Eve, he knocks on the door and comes inside and delivers the gifts. There is a lot of families give him alcohol, and I've heard so many stories about these Santas when they've been to a lot of homes.
Yeah.
And
They get drunk and
they drink schnapps
Yeah.
at everyone's home. They at the end of the night they're so drunk and sometimes even puke in front of the kids, which is terrible.
Yeah.
But at the same time kind of funny. So
well,
it's
but they make a lot of money.
they make a lot of money, 40, 50, 60,
Yeah, from
70
house to
euros
house.
per household.
Yeah.
And they can do, I don't know, 10, 15 of those.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big business here for someone.
So imagine going to 15 homes and taking one
Shot
shot at
every-
each house. You are gonna be quite drunk.
At house 15.
At house 15, you are gonna be quite drunk. Yeah, and
And you
then-
can always read from the next morning from the news that again there's been some drunk Santa
yeah.
puking all over the gifts.
And what are you gonna say? Like we used to. I remember we always offer cookies. So we do we do offer cookies or gingerbread, more specifically to the Santa.
Well, how
but-
was it in your family? Like, was it like in my family? It was like my dad who always like dressed up as Santa.
We had someone else.
Okay, yeah, we have like one Christmas
But-
we had this like some random guy come.
Some random guy, but I mean, I found it so bizarre that each year he looked a little different. Sometimes, sometimes he was short, and other times he was super tall, and sometimes he was kind of slim, and other times he was super fat.
Yeah.
And I thought it was super weird that he would shapeshift in that way.
Well, I remember just the thing that if my dad like dressed up as a Santa, he would give this excuse that, oh, I have to go to the store and grab some milk, and then he would like dress up somewhere and come back.
Come back.
I remember that as a child, you actually believed that. There was a few Christmas when I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5, when I really thought that was the real Santa. It never crossed my mind that it's my dad. So for small kids, it's like, it's a big thing. The Christmas.
It is. Yeah. It's a big happening. It's a big day, for sure. And Christmas memories are gonna stay with you for a long time.
So as a conclusion now, do not take away the whole Christmas from your kids, but the gifts can
have the tradition.
Yeah.
And if necessary, like in this case, the father threatened with it, which I feel like if he did threaten with it, he should follow through.
Yeah, that's one mistake that you should not do. That first you threaten your children,
and then you don't follow through.
Yeah.
Because that makes the children feel like they can do whatever, and then just never actually have to face the consequences again. But anyway, so those are our thoughts on this matter, and some we went a little bit off topic onto Christmas itself.
Yeah.
But
it was nostalgic.
It was nostalgic for sure.
And we will do an episode.
Yeah,
Christmas.
Yeah. Because now I realize that even though we have some similarities to other countries, we do have some of our own traditions, or a lot of them actually, that people don't do or elsewhere in the world.
Yeah.
I know, for example, I'm just gonna say this real quick, but did you know that in Sweden they watch Donald Duck on Christmas Eve? That's a huge tradition to watch Donald Duck in the morning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No. That's weird.
It's weird. It's because that's Disney, right?
Yeah.
It's an American thing, but they have it as a tradition to wake up and the whole family watches Donald Duck.
Donald. Well.
Yeah, that's
funny.
I don't know. It's funny. Anyway,
what is the duck doing?
I don't actually know.
Is it always the same episode of him, or?
Actually, I don't know. I think it might be just whatever episode they air that
Some
year.
summer episode, just Donald Duck at the beach.
Yeah.
We have this program in Finland where it's like the morning, the 24th of December morning, when it's like this show where like kids can ring, like call the Christmas, or call Santa Claus, and that's like our like some kind of TV tradition here.
Okay, yeah. So, every year on December 24th at 3 p.m., half of Sweden sits down in front of the television for a family viewing of the 1958 Walt Disney Presents Christmas special, From All of Us to All of You.
Oh,
or
but
as
that's
or as it's known in Sverige, in Sweden, Kalle Anka och hans vänner önskar god jul. Donald Duck.
But I think that they air also that in Finland.
It could be, yeah. I think I've seen this, but it's not a tradition here, it is in Sweden. The whole family sits down and watches this. It translates to Donald Duck and his friends wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
So it is a specific episode that they air every year.
That's weird.
It's weird, but it's kind of funny.
Disney got Sweden by the balls.
They did, for sure.
Since 1953.
Wow, it's interesting. Like traditions in general are super interesting, and we will do episodes on different kinds probably, but Christmas is for sure one that we're going to talk about in a later episode. Might be this year, might be next year. We don't know. You'll have
Time's running out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The year is coming to an end.
Yeah. But we're just a couple of guys on the internet. What do we know?
Yeah. What do we know? Anyway, leave us comments in the comment section. If you have any thoughts, concerns, whatever, we'd love to hear from you. If you made it this far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.